Welcome back. What is a good diet plan for weight loss? The honest answer I'm going to get into in this video just a little bit. Saw this online, see if you can relate to it. I've been working out for around 4 weeks and I have cut out most sugary foods, processed foods, and I eat less. However, I still don't see or feel much of a difference. I have to be slim for the end of July this year. It's currently March. My goal is to drop at least 50 pounds, maybe 60 pounds, but I don't know if that's pushing it or not. Is there a specific plan I could follow to lose weight? Look like if that's something you can relate to, you're trying to get your summer fit on, you're wondering what you should do, what the best diet plan is. I'd say the best diet plan for weight loss is the one that fits your vision for the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams, which sounds cheap, but think about this. It depends on the context of your life, your daily habits, and your lifestyle. What does that life look like for you? How do you want to live and how are you living now? If you can bridge those two, that's going to be the best diet plan for you because it's sustainable and realistic. I covered this a little bit in a video recently. Weight loss nutrition is simpler than you think, where I give you the step by step. So you can click to that immediately. That's linked below as well. We're going to get into this a little bit, the thought process and the mindset, so you can actually make a diet and keep it instead of just trying to do something and lose like 50 pounds in 2 or 3 months and end up feeling really bad about yourself, because that's what's going to happen here. If it's your first time here, my name is Reggie. I'm the founder of Fit for Freelance. I help business owners lose weight and feel their best without crash diets or guilt. If you're tired of all or nothing crash diets, take the Live Aligned scorecard. It's free. It's linked below, and it'll help you figure out what next steps you should take. Pretty cool little quiz that I have for you. Now, first thing to think of, this is something like you have to be patient with. It takes time. Like there's incremental progress that you can celebrate when you're making health and weight changes and diet changes and exercising more. But you want to keep that in the context of like what 4 weeks looks like for you. And 4 weeks is not that long in terms of, making sustainable changes and all that. You could reasonably expect to lose about 4 pounds in 4 weeks, right? Like that's a more sustainable thing. So when you're talking about, you're expecting big changes and you're looking for big differences, it doesn't work like that. It usually takes longer than you'd expect. So that's the first thing to look out for when it comes to mindset. You don't want to get discouraged just because you have unrealistic expectations. Next thing to look at here, try to make a deadline and a big weight loss goal. Like this person said, 50 or 60 pounds in April, May, June, 4 months, right? That's huge. And what you're doing, you're making a tough combination of things here, making a deadline. Like there is no deadline for health in general. I've talked about this a few times, but just it's an ongoing thing. I guess the deadline for health is death, but we won't get into that here. And then having a big weight loss goal can also be unrealistic in the first place. And when you combine like an unrealistic weight loss goal with a deadline, then you add a lot of pressure and make it even less realistic and harder for you to reach that goal. So look out for that. Like just don't do that. If you can, it's something to look out for. If you're watching me tell you this, then drop that immediately and come up with a more sustainable plan. What happens when you do that, it can cause you to make a lot of bad decisions and it adds pressure. You'll be doing things, crash diets, water fasts, generic ideas that you think might be a good idea and they're not a good idea. And then you're not going to get like, 20 pounds of weight loss in a month. And then you're going to be like, what's wrong with me? I feel like I'm doing something wrong. And it's just like, or I didn't have the right plan. And you didn't have the right plan because your plan was completely unrealistic and unfocused and just a terrible plan in the first place. So here, don't make a big deadline or a big weight loss goal with a short deadline. What's going to happen, a better way to approach it overall is that you have to think long term about the life you want to live. That's why I talked about the healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams, because your life will hopefully continue long after this event in July or whatever event you're coming up or you're celebrating or your graduation or wedding. Like these are the things that people are trying to do, a cruise, right? And you think you have to like get in shape for that one event, that 1 week or day, and just for the pictures. That'll mess you up. I can almost guarantee that. So what you want to do is focus on sustainable plans for your daily life and all of your events this year and beyond. So think about what's going to happen after July, like August, or when you go back to school, or the next big event that's going to happen, or some Christmas party that's going to happen. Like think long term for that. And you want to always be ready and in shape and enjoying your life, right? That's what you think of. And that's why I always say the best diet plan for weight loss is one that fits your vision for a healthy, fulfilling life of your dreams. All right. And just think about that. Some people neglect to consider what that life looks like for them. They just think like, oh, I need to be lighter on the scale, which is also a misstep. But also, I need to be skinny, or I need to fit into something, or I need some idea of not being satisfied with yourself now. And you think that losing weight is the solution for that. And it could be part of it, but you want to make sure that you approach it correctly, effectively, and so that you're able to get the results that you want. That's what I talk about a lot here on this channel. All right, here. For the diet, it's not just about eating less and whether your food is processed. It's about sustainably eating fewer calories. That's back to what the person was talking about. I'm eating less sugar. I'm eating less processed foods. And it's not just about eating less or whether food is processed, because it's about what's in the foods and the amount that you're eating relative to your needs, right? If you were under eating, that's going to make your habit changes hard. It's going to make your diet hard. You're going to struggle. You're going to have cravings. You're going to call them cravings, and you're just hungry. And then you're going to think something's wrong with you. You're going to overeat, and you're going to go through crash diet cycles, and you're going to blow off your diet. It's going to like tear up your self-esteem. So like, stop doing that. If you've done it before or you're looking to do it now, just don't. Think about your food correctly, right? You want to sustainably eat fewer calories. It's not just less food, it's fewer calories. Fewer calories makes the difference, all right? And it's about an appropriate amount of calories that you can sustain to change from your current habits. I can help you. I know it sounds a little complicated when I'm talking to you like this, but think about the process of what you're trying to do so you can actually follow through and do it. Or else you'll find yourself right back here searching online, trying to find things that don't make sense, right? Think long term about your health planning. All right. One tip. If I had to give one tip for the best diet plan, because that's the title of the video, I would say try increasing your fiber to over 25 grams per day. Most people don't get enough fiber. You get about 13 grams of fiber, maybe one piece of fruit, right? Increase that to 25 grams per day. You can track it in an app like MyFitnessPal and see where you are. Now, the dietary guidance was 14 grams per 1,000 calories in your diet. So that's like 28 grams of fiber per day. American Heart Association, American Heart Association says 25 to 30 grams per day, right? Full plate diet says 40 grams per day. So think about this, and it'll have a huge impact in terms of, feeling satisfied, not overeating high calorie foods, and weight loss. And there are tons of health benefits as well when you increase your fiber. So that's the top tip. Then if you want more, you can watch Weight Loss Nutrition is Simpler Than You Think. I'll put that up top. And the hidden danger of losing weight for weddings, birthdays, and events. I went on a little rant. I'll put that down below here. So that's today's message. Let me know what you think in the comments. And as always, keep practicing. Peace.